Hello friends, welcome back. In this video we'll talk about context root. So we'll see what is the context root and what is the default value if we do not set a context root, and how do you do it? How do you set the context root in regular web application when like you're working on a Spring MVC application or JSF based application or JSP based web application? Then how do you do it, and how do we do it in Spring Boot application? Right? So those things we'll cover in this quick video. And okay, that being said, let's begin the video. So first of all, what I will do is let me open my notepad first. So let's talk about an application URL. So I hope like if you are running your application on a server, you have something called HTTP www. Then here comes your server IP, and then here comes your application. So if there is no context root, so if there is nothing, if just slash, it means there is no context root defined. It's a default blank. So blank is the default context root, but this doesn't happen. So for example, if you are working in a company, in a backend, or in an organization, there you may have like single server, only one server serving multiple applications. Say for example, you have one shopping application. Okay, let me put this way. So basically you have two applications. One is called shopping app and another one is marketing application, and both applications are running on the same server. So to access these two different servers, to different applications, you will define your context root of each application. So for example, for shopping application, my context root is shopping, and for marketing, my context root is marketing. Now, how and when these things come into picture? So for example, if you are coming, okay, let me just create some pages. For example, in your shopping application, you have login page, you have registration page, and for example, you have a profile page, and you have, say for example, logout screen. Similarly, you have same set of pages in your marketing application as well, right? Now, how will your server will come to know that which, like for example, let me take one URL, login dot. So this is the URL which I am using to hit your application. Now, how will your server will define that which particular application, because I have two applications, right? Application 1 and application 2. How your server will decide that which application will serve this particular URL. Okay, so here your application context of your application comes into picture. When your application server or web server, it goes and it look for the context root of the application, it says shopping, then yes, it will know that yes, shopping application will serve this particular URL. And if the URL has context root something called like marketing, say for example, for marketing also I have same URL and same pages. Now by looking at your application context, your server will decide yes, yeah, this particular URL, particular request will be served by marketing application. But how it works actually? So if you have ever looked at your WAR file, right, your WAR file where you have all your Java files, all your classes, your pages, Java resources, JSP or whatever pages like JSF pages or other resources, right? So you have everything inside your WAR file, web archive file, right? Now if you go and check your application.xml file, there you will see context root of your application, context root. There will be a tag called context root, and here in this context root you will define shopping. So this is how your server will come to. Your server will go and will look for the WAR file having context root as shopping or marketing. Now depending on the application URL, okay, context is this shopping, okay, go and serve this particular application will serve this particular URL. And if your context is marketing, then your server will know yes, this particular application will serve this particular URL. Okay, so this is all about the theoretical things. Login-me is my web application. Let's see how do we set the context root. So what you do, first right click and then go to the properties, and then you see something called web project settings. So if you click on this one, you will see something called context root. So this is how do you set your context root if you are using Eclipse or any other IDE. So for my application, for my login.me application, my context root is login/app. So my URL will look something like this, because I am running on my application on localhost. So http://localhost:8080, my port number, whatever is there, and then login/app. So login/app. So this is my login/app. So this is my context root of my application, and after that I can have my all my pages, index.html and then blah 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 involved, right? So now by looking at this context root, my local server, my web server will come to know, yes, this particular application login app will serve this request, right? Now, as I told you earlier, if you go to your archive file and you open the application.xml file, you will see a tag called context root, and this is where you define your context root of your application. So when your server, right, your web server, it will go and it will look for the context root in the web archive file, and when it finds, okay, yeah, I have the context root, the matching context root here in this archive file, then it means this particular web application will serve this URL. This is how it works, right? Now, so this is the way you define your context root. Basically, you define a context root tag in your MVC. Like for example, if you're working on a Spring MVC application or JS based application or JS based web application, then you go and you define a tag attribute context-root. Okay, so this is the way one of doing it in the regular application. Now let's just for example's sake, if you're working on a Spring Boot application, and as you guys know, in Spring Boot we do not have XML files, right? Then there is a problem. How do we define the context root or context path of? I think it's better if let me just go. So this is how you define your context root. So in my application.properties file, I've set the property called context path. What you can do is you go and you simply type here context dash path in your application.properties file of your application. You see it is there. Now then you can there you can define the property. Like, so I'll call it as ThymeLeaf. So ThymeLeaf is the context root of this application. Now what I will do is let me just start this application. Let me show you how it works. So just wait for the application to come up. I think it's there. Now I'll go to my browser and I'll type localhost 8080 and then context root of my application, which is ThymeLeaf. So for example, if I hit this localhost thing, I'll get an error message because there is nothing to serve on my root. If I type ThymeLeaf, if I type ThymeLeaf and hit enter, I'll see my application running here. Welcome to ThymeLeaf. So this is the homepage of my application, basically index.xhtml page of my application. That is what you see here on the screen, right? Now, so this is how you define your context root. But in case if you do not want to define, so for example, let me keep it blank. Now there is no context root defined for my application. How do I access it? Let me just run this application. Okay. Now if I go and hit the same URL which you see here, let me just put the URL here. So if I go and hit this URL localhost and then ThymeLeaf here, I'll get an error because now I do not have any application serving this particular URL because there is no context root. But now if I remove the ThymeLeaf and I hit the localhost 8080 the root, then I have my application up and running here. So what I'm trying to say is the default value of your context root is blank. No value. That is what you can do here. Context path. You go and define the context root of your application. Okay. So this is how you define, because if you see here, the difference is here in a normal regular web application, this is how you have to use a tag called context root to define the context path of your application. But in a Spring Boot application or in a Spring Boot, you have to define a property in your application.properties thing. So now we know what is the context root. So context root is basically for your application server, and this is how it goes and define that which particular web application will serve my particular request URL. Okay. Default value, now we know the default value is blank, but it is not advisable or it is not a good practice to leave blank or default value. It's better to define a context root, a custom context root for your application. How to set it? We know it now. If you are working on a regular web application, then you have to go and create the context root. You have to make use of the property called context root that we have seen here, this one, to define the context root of your application. Or if you're using an IDE, then it's much better. Just right click on the project and then go to the web context path. There you will see. And in the Spring Boot, now we know we just need to define a property in application.properties file, and then we are good to go. So that's for you guys, and in case if you have any doubts, just let me know in the comment section. I'll get back to you as soon as possible. Thank you for watching, and please do subscribe my channel.